guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an amazing day. So today I thought I would film a makeup tutorial that's kind of appropriate for, I guess, if you are in the States or in like the Northern Hemisphere and you're still kind of enjoying the last bits of summer. And then here in Australia and New Zealand, we are slowly heading towards spring. It is almost the end of August, which I am so ready for the warm weather, let me tell you. But I thought, why not do like a bronze goddess sort of tutorial? So we'll be doing very glowy skin, bronzy, that kind of thing. I am filming with a new lens today, so let me know how you guys think this footage is. But yeah, let's start off with the skin today. So for skin, I'm going to be priming my face with the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip Face Primer. This one here, I'm going to take 2 pumps and apply that over my face. And I have prepped my skin with, where are they? These. The Star Skin 7-second morning mask. It's currently the afternoon, but I went to the gym this morning and then came home and took a bath, and so now I'm filming this. I love this primer because it's very like grippy, so it holds the makeup on, which is perfect if you are in more of like a humid environment. And please ignore my neck. I don't know, I always seem to get like rashes on my neck here. It just like will flare up out of nowhere. I won't even put anything on it, just gets itchy. So yeah, I don't know if it's like a little bit of like dermatitis or something. That primer is nice and sticky now. Okay, so for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Dior Backstage foundation. This is in the shade Zero Neutral because I'm a fair girl. And I'm going to be using a brush to apply it. This foundation, you can apply it with a beauty blender, but it does apply best using a brush, just the type of formula it is. And, oh dear. I'm using this like weird Bare Minerals brush where you like put the foundation in the tip thing. But yeah, as I was saying, this foundation is sweat-proof and waterproof. So it does last a really long time on the skin, especially if you are in, like I said, a more humid or warm environment. This foundation has more of a light to buildable coverage. So super lightweight, and I feel like I definitely look really pale, but we are going to fix it up with some cream contour. Okay, so you can see how the foundation's looking. It's given me a decent amount of coverage, and then I'm going to use a concealer under my eyes and on any other areas that I want more coverage. So for concealer, I'm going to use this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is the Eyelift in a tube. So I'm going to use, again, the brightening / color correcting side and then the concealer. And I'm just going to use the XO Beauty sponge to just blend that in. I actually think this concealer is really underrated. Like, it wears really nicely and it gives like a good amount of coverage and it looks radiant, which I really like. So we are just going in with the concealer side now. But definitely in like the warmer weather, you don't want to like have like a really thick layer of products over your face. So I think that's why it's nice to go in with like a more sort of light to medium coverage foundation. So I'm just gonna again blend that concealer in, and you can see how that is looking on the skin so far. Love some glossy skin. Okay, so we've got our foundation and concealer on now. I'm gonna just set the under eyes and maybe the center of the face just a little bit with some powder. But first, we are going to put down our cream product. So first, we're going to be starting with the Huda Beauty Tantour. This is in the shade Fair. So this is like a cream to powder bronzer, and it blends so beautifully. Like, it looks so natural and nice on the skin. So I'm just taking a brush. My hair is going crazy. So you can see this blends out really nicely. I'm just gonna do like the top of my hairline as well. And I feel like it always looks more natural if you like take the color a little bit around on the forehead too and on the nose, just because where the sun would naturally hit you and it's gonna make you darker here, like it would hit you up here as well and on the nose, so it just kind of looks a little bit weird in my opinion. Okay, so we've got our cream contour on now. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Becca Shimmering Light Skin Perfector Spotlight. This is the shade Champagne Pop. It just looks like this. It came in like one of those little packs that have like the mini highlighter in it. And I don't know if they sell this by itself, but if they don't, they should, because this is actually so nice. Like, watch. So we've got it on there. I feel like, I don't know if the camera will pick it up as much as in real life, but you can see it just kind of looks wet. Like, it's so nice. Nude Sticks has like a similar sort of product, which is really pretty, and it's also waterproof, but I just have this one and I really like it. I'll be sad when it runs out because I don't know if you can buy it on its own. So you can see how the skin's looking so far. It looks very glowy. Okay, so now we've got our cream products on. We're going to set the face with some powder. I'm going to use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder because I always use this powder and I really like it because it doesn't make the skin look dry and it doesn't have any talc in it, so it's a little bit nicer on the skin. I find using those Star Skin like 7-second mask things, I feel like they really make my skin more radiant and more hydrated for the whole day. Like, I've been currently using them before work in the morning, and I'll do that just to prep my skin, and then I'll use the Cosmetics CC cream because it has SPF 50 in it, and it makes getting ready for work so quick. Like, you can literally cut down so many products. I of course don't do that every day. You get 20 of these little masks in this thing, and they just look like this. So one side is like you get one side is like a kind of exfoliating thing, and then the other side is just like cottony. That makes no sense, but so you exfoliate with the rough side for 7 seconds and then you just pat in excess serum with the other side. But yeah, I really like it. It's been making my foundation and everything look so dewy. So now we're going to amp up the glow even more, and I'm going to go in the pressed Champagne Pop from Becca. Just looks like this. You can see mine is got like a big belly button in it. It's getting low. This was like my first kind of like highlighter I was obsessed with. I had this palette that Jaclyn Hill came out with, and with Becca, and it had, it was like a Christmas edition, and it had the Champagne Pop in the middle, and it had Pearl, then it had this really dark highlight in there, which obviously I can't use it on my face, but I can use it on my eyes. And I tell you what, like, the Champagne Pop and the Pearl in that is gone. But I still have that palette because it was one of my like first ever things that I bought from Sephora when I was living in Canada, and so it just makes me feel happy to look at it. Okay, we're also going to top it off with a little bit of the Dior Backstage Glow palette, and again we're going to mix the gold and the white color together and just go on the very like high point. Look how bright that highlight is. Amazing. So we're all highlighted. Now we're going to add some more bronzer. And for bronzer today, we're going to use the Fenty Beauty shade Private Island. I always have trouble opening it. I don't know why. Now that we are nice and bronzed, we're going to go in with some blush. This is the Benefit Gold Rush blush. I love this. It smells amazing for one, but also look at the color. It's so pretty. It's like a gold peach with like a gold shift in it. And take one of those Barbie brushes. It kind of smells like sunscreen mixed with coconuts mixed with flowers. I don't know. It's a weird smell, but it smells amazing. Okay, so now for our brows, We're just going to keep them very natural, light and fluffy. So I'm actually going to be using the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I'm going to brush my brow hairs up, and I'm using this first because that way we can just fill in with a pencil like little hair-like strokes, but we do want it to be a little bit more fluffy. We need a little bit more hair. So you can see the difference that makes just brushing them up with the gel. And you do want to wait for it to set down a little bit too before you fill them in. Otherwise the hairs will just move around and it will just not. It won't be a good time. Okay, so I might zoom you guys in a little bit closer. Okay, so hopefully you can see now what I'm doing with the brows. So I'm going to go onto this side first. It's still like a tiny bit tacky, but it's pretty much dry. So with the Precisely My Brow, I'm going to start right where the hairs naturally grow, and I'm just going to draw in a few little hairs. And you can see the difference between this brow and this brow, and I haven't even put like much product in there. You can still see like all of like the little hairs and everything. Really nice fine strokes. Doing the brow gel first is what kind of works as like a primer to hold the brow pencil in place. And you can see I'm just following the way my hairs naturally grow. Okay, so you can see both of our brows are now done. Now it's time to move on to our eyes. Okay, so for the eyes today, I'm going to prime my lids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I did actually pick up the new Anastasia, well, sort of new, the Anastasia eyeshadow primer. And I am so keen to try that, but I want to try it with a look that's more colourful because I want to see actually like how well it will hold the pigment on. If you guys want to see like one side with like the Too Faced and one side with the Anastasia primer and doing like an eyeshadow comparison, let me know because I can definitely film that. Actually going to go in with the bronzer that we used on our face. And I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush and put that through the crease. This is really nice as well if you don't have a lot of time to get ready or you're like unexpectedly going out somewhere else and you only have like minimal products with you. You can of course use like any brown eyeshadows. Okay, so we've got that down through like our crease and everything, just the one color. Now we're going to take that same shade along the lower lash line, and then I'm just taking like a clean fluffy brush and I'm just going to make sure the edges are really blended and diffused. There's no product on this brush whatsoever. I really like this one for blending out the edges. It says it's a base shadow brush, but you can use it for whatever you want really. Okay, so now that we've got that all down, we're going to use a new product that I have today. This is the Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal Top Coat. So I just bought this yesterday because I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. And it is a really beautiful like chrome sort of pot, and it's literally looks wet. So I swatched this and I was like, I have to have it. Like you can see how like sparkly that looks. And it feels wet too, like it feels really watery, which is really nice. I really like that feeling. And I'm gonna take that over like the crease color a little bit too. I've wanted this thing from Natasha Denona for ages. So I finally got it. This is in the shade Peach, by the way. So for the inner corner, I'm just gonna take the gold out of that Dior palette, and I'm just gonna take like a little pencil brush and just put that right in the inner corner. So I want to have like lots of like lash, but I don't want to put false lashes on today. So I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Primer, the eyeshadow primer. I think I did use this in my Marc Jacobs video. It's really nice because it's not like straight up white. It looks so weird when you don't have a mascara on them and your eyelashes like pinky creamy color. Alright, so now we're going to go in with some mascara. I have the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. Been loving this one lately. I like this mascara because it doesn't flake off like the Better Than Sex one did on me. And it gives like a lot of volume but length at the same time. Okay, so you can see obviously the difference mascara and no mascara makes. I wonder if they'll bring this mascara out in the waterproof version. Okay, so we've done that. Now we are up to our lips. So I feel like for like a bronze goddess look, we need to have some sort of like sparkly gloss, but also like nude, like a brownie nude lip. Okay, so for our lip today, I'm actually going to use the Everlasting Lip Liner from Kat Von D. This is in the shade OG Lolita. This isn't quite as like nudie brown as I want it. So I'm just going to blend that into the lip a little bit. And we are going to go in with something else. So for lipstick, we are going to go in with one of the Dior lipsticks. This is the shade 434 Promenade. It is one of the Dior Rouges, and as you can see, I have used it quite a bit. I love this lipstick. I love the way they feel on the lips too. I'm not applying much lipstick at all. I've just applied a small amount because I don't want it to look like too intense. So now we're going to go over the top with some gloss. So I'm trying to decide between these two glosses. So one is the Bite Beauty Champagne Pearl Cream Lip Gloss, and I'll swatch them for you. And it just looks like that. And then the other is the Makeup Revolution Lip Topper in the shade Exquisite, and it just looks like that. Alright, what I'm going to do is just do a dab of each and then press it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all that's left to do is to set my face. So for setting spray, I love the setting spray. It is almost empty, so I do get a little bit scared to use this now. Just because, you know, when things like are getting down to their last drops, that they start to kind of like get a little bit crazy. But we're gonna try it anyway. Alright guys, so that completes this look today. I'm actually obsessed with this eye stuff, like this Chroma crystal thing from Natasha, Denona. Like, it's so pretty, and it just like looks wet when it's like gleaming in the light. And this highlight combo, like, living. It's such a nice, like, quick, easy makeup look to do, especially if you want to go out for dinner or for lunch or something. You want to be a little bit glam and a little bit glowy, but you don't want to do like crazy eyeshadow or eyeliner or anything like that. You could, of course, add lashes to this look if you wanted to as well, if you wanted to make it like a little bit more flirty and wispy. So let me know down below what your thoughts are using this new camera lens that I have on today. If you think quality is better or whatever you think, really. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Again, I post every Monday and Friday at 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I always link it below if you guys do want to see what I'm up to. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.